Hello, BitScape 2024. My name is Travis, also known as TeensyROM. Happy to be here at BitScape. Thank you so much to Sajtron for having me. I really appreciate the opportunity to show off the music-related side of the TeensyROM. If you caught my CRX presentation, you got to see all the other cool little features around it. So let's get into the details. This video is mostly comprised of clips from other people, with a few of my own thrown in for good measure. Divided up into 4 general categories. We'll start off with the SID file player, then move into MIDI instruments and controllers that can make your SID chip sing, then move on to the ASID player overview and sources, some unique implementations to the TeensyROM. And then last but certainly not least, we'll see some DAW and hybrid clips where the SID is used as a synth module in larger orchestrations. Thank you so much to everyone who submitted clips, especially to William, also known as Hex, and Avril who have taken the TeensyROM to new musical heights. We'll start things off here with a short clip of the SID file player as controlled from the C64, and then move into the TeensyROM UI implementation where you can control your TeensyROM and play SIDs remotely, which that implementation is loaded with features and metadata, pictures, song lengths, and all kinds of cool stuff. So without further ado, let's get started. Alrighty, there's so many more cool features in Hex's TeensyROM UI, it's hard to just show the SID player capabilities. It does so much more, and I hope you all get a chance to check it out. We'll transition now from SID player to SID controllers. I know I'm always looking for new controllers to try out. Started out with a keyboard and been getting my hands on anything I can, as have other people submitted clips here, as you'll see. All these demos were done with the C64 and TeensyROM, so all the sounds you hear are from a genuine SID chip. Most of them through the SynthCard app and some through the MIDI to SID app. Both are bundled up in the TeensyROM firmware. Enjoy! Alright, lots of MIDI controllers out there and plenty of room for more. Now we're going to move on to the ACID implementation of the TeensyROM. Start off with a quick description. ACID is a way to send SID-specific register information over the MIDI transport using SysX messages. This gives very precise SID control from a remote application. This was developed by Electron for the SID station originally, and then TubeSoccer brought it to Therapsid. The source list is growing. It started with ACID XP from Electron and expanded into DeepSID, which is probably the most popular implementation. ChipSynth 64 has adopted it, as well as SID Factory 2 has it in a beta phase, and SIDplay for Mac platforms. The TeensyROM implementation is a bit unique in that it uses USB, which is a little bit faster than traditional MIDI. It also uses the Teensy as a coprocessor to parse that information and feed it register by register to the C64 and SID chip directly. So you have pretty optimal performance that way. In the beta phase, there's a frame retimer, which makes sure that data is being played right on time. Mostly needed for DeepSID, which uses the Web MIDI plugin, which is a little more jittery than other sources. In the upcoming video, you'll see an oscilloscope analysis of that jitter, which gives you a better visual representation of it. I've been working with TubeSoccer on an implementation of a recipe message within the protocol that will allow time changes throughout the playback. Huge thank you to TubeSoccer for all his pioneering work and continued work on ACID in general. Also thank you to Avril Cadabra for all her testing and feedback and recommendations throughout this process. This video will start out with the ACID player itself and some of its features, and then move into the jitter visual demo, and then some multi-SID ACID capabilities, and then take a quick look at other sources. Off we go. Alright, hope that gave you a little better idea what ACID is all about. Kind of saved the best for last here, so to speak, bringing it all together using the SID as a synth module. These clips showcase the SID is controlled by an M8 tracker, ChipSynth 64, and Ableton Live. Unlike the previous clips, these are not purely SID sounds, but intermixed with other sources as part of a larger orchestration. Thank you once again to Hex and Averill for these awesome clips. I can't thank you guys enough. thank you once again to SciGNUS and BitScape 2024. It's been a pleasure. If you're looking for more information on the TeensyROM, here's a few links for you. And most importantly, thank you to all of these people. Definitely couldn't have done this without you. I really appreciate it. Thanks again. We'll see you soon.